Good afternoon there, everybody. I'm Russ Lewis here in the KHOU newsroom on a Thursday afternoon. It's about 2:38. That's our time here. We appreciate all of you just joining us here on our digital platforms today as we run down a couple of the big stories we see that you're clicking on our website and our other digital platforms. The big one is a local story involving a Klein Collins High School student who's accused today of bringing a loaded gun to school and then posing for pics with it from the bathroom. This happened back in September. We're just hearing about it today, though. Those pics showed up on Snapchat, and that's when administrators got involved and started tracking this down. So 17-year-old Adam Edward Smith is charged with exhibition of firearms, and Klein ISD is telling us that it is using cameras on campus to ID other students who might have known about that loaded gun but then failed to report it because they could be in trouble as well for not saying anything. And we're told that one other student has been implicated in this through some of the pictures and those cameras. They pulled that student aside, talked to him. He gave permission for his phone camera to be searched. And when they looked at the camera roll, administrators say they found a bunch of pictures with that kid as well, who was a minor, in pictures with that gun, pointing it at the camera. Again, a loaded gun on campus there at Klein Collins High School. Nobody hurt, but one student, at least one student, charged today, 17-year-old Adam Edward Smith. The other story we've been watching quite a bit, we've been on, it seems like Dave Chappelle watch around here all week, right? When he started announcing these kind of last-minute shows at House of Blues. We've had two so far, and yes, for the third day in a row, Chappelle showing up again at House of Blues tonight. The Bronze Peacock Room is the place to be. It's a small room, apparently. I've never been in that one over at the House of Blues, just the big room there for concerts. So I don't know about this one, but apparently it holds max like 200 people or so. That's it. And depending on the setup, it could be a lot less than that. But here's what you need to know if this is the first time you're hearing about this week. The tickets go on sale here in 20 minutes. So at 3 o'clock, House of Blues website is the place to go, and you want to get over there right now if you are thinking about getting in on this, because what they do is, since it's such limited seating, there's a lot more people than there are seats. So they put you in a waiting line there, and it depends on when you get in. And that's how you find out if you're going to get a chance at any tickets at all. So I tried 2 days ago when I heard about it, and by the time I get in on it, it was 2,000 people in front of me for a couple hundred tickets. So no chance to get those, and they're not cheap either. At least the last couple days, they were going for about $250 per ticket to see Dave Chappelle. It's a funny guy. You have to be willing to stay up pretty late, too, because the tickets, the show, I should say, goes on at 11 p.m. That's when it starts at the House of Blues. And, you know, Chappelle's known to be tardy once in a while, too, so who knows when that gets started finally. I haven't heard the last couple of nights, but he's doing a third night in a row at the House of Blues. If you've missed out, maybe you have a better chance of getting those tickets, because all the Uber fans were on board the first couple of days, and maybe you've waited them out long enough that you can get a ticket today. So give that a shot if you're interested there on the House of Blues website in about 20 minutes. Is Dave Chappelle, guys, going to be paying us for this advertising we've been giving him? I don't think he needs us for a couple hundred tickets, but, you know, we have been advertising pretty good for him the last couple of days. All right, let's check the weather right now. This is significant, too. We've had a little bit of a change in our forecast. The other Dave Paul, is in today. And tell us about this cold front that now looks like it's a colder front coming in this weekend.
Russ, let me just start this weather presentation with a warning. Tomorrow is going to be a bit of a shock to the system. We're in the 90s right now. It's 91 at Bush. But by this time tomorrow, north wind gusting to 35 and temperatures plunging into the 50s as we head into tomorrow afternoon. It may be a 35 to 40 degree temperature swing in less than 24 hours. They had a record temperature swing in Denver from yesterday to this morning from 83 to 19 degrees. That's a record. This is going to set record-setting cold in the Panhandle tonight and tomorrow. And so when this thing blows through for football Friday night tomorrow, high school football, it is going to be cold in the stands. Temps dropping through the 50s. This is just one of the many games tomorrow. Katy at Morton Ranch, Road Stadium in Katy at 7:30. it'll be in the 50s, but that north wind at 15 to 25 gusting to 30 will make it feel like it's in the low 50s, upper 40s. You'll need to bundle up tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening, whatever your Friday evening plans are going to be. It's going to be kind of fun, but it is going to be a bit of a shock. I mean, there you are, Bush at 91 right now, Conroe 92 with a south wind. Exactly the opposite tomorrow. We're going to go from full-blown summer to full-blown winter in a span of about 24 hours. Look at what is happening across the state of Texas right now. We're 6 degrees warmer than we were yesterday at this time. But up in the Panhandle, they are now almost 30 degrees colder than they were at this time yesterday. That's how big of a temperature swing they're having, and that's happened just during the morning hours. They're going to drop into the low 20s, even some teens up there tonight. Here's a look at the United States, and it's the leading edge right there. That's our cold front separating 87 in Dallas from 24 degrees in Denver, where they've got a fresh 6 inches of snow on the ground. I love this battle of summer hanging on and winter plunging in, and it's winter that is going to win as we head into tonight and tomorrow. This is just a broad picture of how the cold air is going to be oozing south tonight and tomorrow morning. This is 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. We're still warm. We begin the day tomorrow at 78, almost 80 in the morning, while in Dallas, they'll begin the day at 45 with a north wind gusting to 30. They'll begin the morning at 12 in Denver. Summer, winter, winter winds as the front pushes in, dropping us into the 50s as we head into tomorrow afternoon, and then setting up the coldest weekend we've had in more than 6 months going into Saturday and Sunday. So what about temperatures right here? How are they going to move? This is 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, and by that time, the front is just about to reach downtown Houston. I'll draw it in right about there. So 50s by 10 a.m. tomorrow morning in College Station and Brenham and Huntsville, 80s on the coast. The battle of summer and winter will be played out right before our eyes across the Houston area tomorrow. Going into 6 o'clock tomorrow evening, you know, this particular model has 59 at Bush, Tomball 57, 53 at Huntsville, 51 College Station. There are some other models that actually drop our northwest counties into the 40s by tomorrow late afternoon. Computer models have a difficult time with the shallow, very cold Canadian air masses, timing them and getting the temperature just right. They're quite often too slow and too warm, the computers, so it may actually end up being a few degrees colder than that tomorrow afternoon. This is by 9 o'clock, so this is in the stands as the high school football games are coming to an end tomorrow. You know, 56 in Sugar Land, Tomball 55, Pasadena 57, low 60s on the coast. But let me just warn you, 63, you know, that sounds like, nah, it's not too bad in Galveston. That will come with a wind gusting above 30 miles an hour in Galveston. So these are actual sustained winds by 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Look at them racing out of the north-northwest above 20 miles an hour. Again, it'll be gusting to 30. And then look at how, and this is very common, look at how the winds really ramp up on the coast tomorrow evening. So any outdoor activities tomorrow evening in the coastal counties and near the bay and the coast, that's a sustained wind at 25. That will gust to 35 or above. Needless to say, small craft advisories and wind advisories are in effect for tomorrow morning through tomorrow night. It's going to be very windy and turning much colder. Cy Ridge, Cy Creek, another football game tomorrow in the 50s all game long, but that north wind 15 to 25, may even gust to 30 at times in the Cypress area. You are going to need to bundle up, get a hot chocolate, bring a thermos with you, bring some hot soup with you to the game or whatever you're doing tomorrow evening, because it is going to be a shock to the system. Again, warm out there, 91. It will be very warm for the Astros game this evening at Minute Maid. If you're heading out there, it stays full-blown summer for the boys of summer. And then tomorrow we plunge, starting out in the 70s, near 80, ending up in the 50s in the afternoon with temps dropping through the day. I don't know how much sun we're going to see tomorrow, maybe a little bit. There is a rain chance as well tomorrow. There'll be scattered showers with a frontal passage off and on through the day. I think the rain ends late in the afternoon. It should be dry but cloudy and cold going into tomorrow evening. And then Saturday, 52. And I think the clouds are going to be very persistent on Saturday. We will struggle to get out of the 60s on Saturday. I've got us at a high of 69 because I think the clouds are going to stay thick and prevent the sun from warming us up. So it's a chilly day on Saturday. What a great day for the Texas Renaissance Festival. Sunday, 58, 77, just a gorgeous fall, even winter-like weekend if you think about Houston standards. That's the way it stands right now. Everything updated on the 411 KHOU 11 News at 4 on the TV side. We'll see you then for another complete update.